Hello everyone, Baby Girl Star here, bringing you the third episode of Dark Cloud. In the last episode, we got through the first floor of the dungeon, and we placed a house, which is vaguely seen over there. Looks like the sun is starting to set, but who cares, because we're going back into the dungeon. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to get more of the dungeon done, hopefully more than one floor at a time, because it's a little bit time-consuming, but who knows. Anyway, wow, I just totally mind-blanked. I've been using this little trick, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. Cutscene. Hey, look at the kitty! Anyway, I've been using this trick to help me talk more. I'm sure you can notice the fact that I'm talking more / faster. Basically, I have started listening and singing along to more peppy songs. And when I say peppy, I mean like cheerful and fast-paced, something that, you know, just makes me want to sing. When I sing along with it, I get the energy from the song and it makes me talk too, which really helps me get over this whole me no talkie thing. By the way, I'm already out of a potion or antidote. If I get hit by another cave bat, I'm totally SOL. Ow. Luckily, that didn't poison me, or I really would have been pissed. This is a new enemy, a Yamich, and it's running away from me. I'm pretty sure those things are weak to holy power, but I'm not entirely sure, as there's no, like, bestiary as far as I'm concerned on this game. Sorry, my arm itched. Anyway. So, as the floors progress, there's obviously going to be more enemies and stronger enemies. When it's like really later in the dungeon, like, you know, 10th floor or so, you get these giant monsters. Ow, you dick! These giant monsters that are dragons, and it's ridiculously irritating to try to kill them because it's like those things are way overpowered because they're freaking giant. But oh well. That is the bone key. If you see on my map, there is that little orange bar. Basically, that is a door that needs a key to unlock, which is why I have a key. But, ooh, I'm running low on water. Hopefully I can run into a puddle sometime soon, but I really doubt it. It actually warns you when you're about to get really thirsty. When your thirst bar drops all the way, then, you start losing health. I don't remember, like, how many health per steps, but you see how it's starting to flash. It's going to say, like, getting thirsty. You see, need water will begin to affect health. And hey, look, there's a puddle at the end of this room. That was totally luck, and I'm really glad. We still haven't picked up Dran's Crest, have we? I've tried to explore everything before I unlock the door. There's nothing really special behind the door, that's just to make sure that you're opening treasure chests. I just like to get everything done there and then come back to it. I mean, I guess that means I walk more, but oh well. It's not like walking can kill somebody, right? Well, kinda, but still. I really, really miss my Dran's Feather right now because I really miss being able to actually, you know, run. Sucks. Anyway. Sadly, the map is, like, scattered on two halves of this dungeon. Oh, I'm sorry, I have the worst hiccups all of a sudden, but you know what? Like, these games are what Kovos had told me is defined as roguelike, as in, like, completely random. But in a dungeon, wouldn't it need to all fit into the same general space? Ooh, my dagger is ready to be upgraded again, but first I need to repair it. I'll wait on that, because I'm gonna see if there's any attachments in these treasure chests. Come on, come on. Big money, big money, big money! Damn it! Okay, I still don't have any attachments. I really don't want to waste another upgrade, but I suppose I have to. Otherwise, I'm not going to be getting all of those ABS, which I'm not even sure what that's short for yet. That still is a little bit beyond me, but whatever. So, this is going to be a relatively weak upgraded dagger, which is kind of funny when you think about it, a weak upgrade, but, Ooh, I almost broke it. Sometimes I get caught in a combo before I upgrade my weapon. The reason I wanted to wait before I repaired it was the fact that your weapon hit points go up, but it doesn't actually add that extra hit point. So you lose one, which really isn't that big of a difference, but still. Anyway, I just distracted myself. Sometimes I get stuck in a combo when my weapon is about to, like, you know, be destroyed. So I can lose it because you sometimes just really can't stop the combo. I can stop hitting buttons, but I'm still, you know, pounding away at this enemy. And that really doesn't help me when my weapon is about to break. Kinda sucks, but what are you gonna do? So I tend to try to upgrade it when it gets to about 5 hit points. But sometimes I forget, because I am very forgetful, or sometimes it's just not how it works out, you know? But, oh, man, here, I really miss running right now. I can't even tell you how much this sucks. Because when I do get a Dran's Feather, you're going to see the huge difference, and you're going to wish they gave you a Dran's Feather from the beginning of this game. Did I get Dran's Crest? I don't even remember. See, bad memory strikes again. Because if I did, I'm not really gonna take on the enemies if I don't. Oh, I do have it. Cool. I'm just gonna grab that Atla and be gone. Actually, you know what? I just repaired my weapon. I might as well get some more upgrades. Maybe one of them will drop an attachment, which would be really nice. I'm trying to not have enemies behind me because they love to sneak up on me. I don't understand why these enemies are being so stingy about attachments right now. It's really rude. Alright, so nothing from them except for a little bit of gold, but whatever, gold is gold. We're going to move on to the next dungeon and fix up part of the village and maybe get part of the way through the next floor. I can't tell. We still have a good 8 minutes or so I think we can do it. I think we can actually fit 2 floors into this episode if I really, really start talking faster and moving faster and stop dilly-dallying. So here we go, Dran's Crest. I always, almost always leave the dungeon temporarily between floors just because I want to go pick up more repair powder and I want to just I want to get some more stuff done. You can get some nice attachments by, adding stuff to buildings, and here is Macho, so we're gonna we're gonna fly over here, and you are Macho, you are short. I'm not gonna read there, or no, Macho is a tall one, I don't remember, a Phantom Lamp, like I said. Okay, so this is actually Macho, the shorty, but anyway. So, because he asked for a lamp, nice way to match shapes, and they want the annex room, which is what I was telling you guys about earlier, and the barbell. Cool. So this says event. Basically, when you have all the pieces together, the people that you rebuilt their house for will give you an item. These guys, if I remember correctly, give me a Stonebreaker, which is an attachment for defeating enemies that are quote-unquote stone type. So, thanks for our house is back to normal again. I'm not reading this because it's not really that important. I only read, like, story-based dialogue. Stonebreaker. Yeah, I was right. So then this guy comes out of his room, and he's like, hey, that's mine. What do you think you're doing? What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. I'm the older brother, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna settle this with a battle. And you know, I don't know. The fact that he's so short just makes me laugh. Probably because he can kick that other guy's ass, too. Sweat drop? Okay. Scratch, scratch, scratch. So, they gave me all that stuff. Well, that one thing, rather. Camera move. Sometimes the camera just doesn't feel like reacting when I tell it to move. I'm trying to go through this quickly, but sometimes if you add more stuff to the house, you can pick up more items in the house, but it appears that that is not the case here. Honestly, I don't really know how much that works. So he, basically, when I ask him how should I build Maroon, fighting is what a man should live for. It's a basic fact of life, right? So he's telling me that he wants his, he wants this house to be by Dran's cave because of fighting. Like I said, I'm not doing that until after I beat the dungeon boss, just to save myself some time. Anyway, we have another house to place, so that means more items to steal. I mean, acquire legally. Before I put anything in the house, I want to see what items are floating around, if any. I think they're inside the house. Oh man, I'm running out of time. Okay, speed 3. Ooh, speed 3. That's a nice thing to add to my dagger. Okay, so that's all that there is in the house right now. This is the fatty's house. Claude is the fatty. We got a sign, or a lamp rather. We got a storage space. We have a fence. We have a bench. He's gonna tell us what needs to go there, and that's where he goes. The small windmill is another thing that does not need to be placed right now, just like the trees and the road and the river and everything. That is all going to come later. I'm going to quickly pop over here to make sure I didn't miss any items. And then oh cool, a bomb. That's helpful for the enemies that, you know, have a lot of hit points and I don't do much damage with. Like, later on, there are enemies called statues, and they take a lot of weapon hit points, and they have a lot of hit points. Bombs are really good for those, because I don't really want to risk breaking my weapon trying to kill this one freaking enemy. Anyway, because it's only about 11 minutes in, I'm going to at least get through this 3rd floor. It's smaller, as you can see, because there's only 7 atla to pick up. Well, it's supposedly smaller. Don't question it. Oh god, it's a lecture. Okay, let's see if it's worth anything. I'm back. Exciting, eh? Don't give me that look. This is for your benefit. Now, here's the intermediate quest. I won't repeat myself, so listen carefully. First, there's the lock on. You already know that pressing the circle button locks on a monster's red target frame will appear on the enemy for as long as they are locked on. However, you may have not known the L1, R1 buttons functions can change lock on rather. Pressing L1 during lock on switches lock on to another enemy. Pressing L1 repeatedly cycles through all the enemies in your field of view. Pressing R1 activates your guard. Guarding allows you to defend against enemy attacks. Don't forget the guard function, it can save you in the heat of battle. And you know, he's telling us about attributes, which I explained to you guys earlier. Basically, you can change them and you can add them. I only skipped through that because I want to try to get through this floor before this episode's over, so I didn't really want to read his dialogue. But even he can tell we're getting annoyed with his presence. Sorry, dude, but really. Anyway, this is a skeleton soldier. Nothing new here. I think the statues show up in this level, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll figure it out, I suppose. That's another skeleton soldier. Hey, if one of you heads to Dran's Crest, I really won't complain. Anyway, I really like the magic crystal, which if you guys haven't noticed, I haven't explained it, but it shows where all of the items and enemies are on the floor. It's really helpful just because it tells me where I need to go specifically. Ah, here we go. It's a statue dog. The statue dogs are another one of those creatures that I would use a bomb on, just because instead of being like really detrimental to my weapon hit points, they're just really annoying because their attacks are ridiculously strong. But I managed to kill it pretty easy. Oh no, I forgot to get repair powder, didn't I? Fuck. Okay, that is not good. Hopefully one of these a-holes has the Dran's Crest, because I really don't want to have to stop in the middle of this floor to go get repair powder. Basically, the downside of getting this free stuff from the mayor is he only gives you one at a time. And I can't stock up on them like I can when I build the store. However, once you get the store, you can no longer get free items from the mayor because he's basically like, the store is open, isn't it? Why don't you just stop being a lazy bum and go get your own stuff, in a nutshell. Also, I haven't pointed this out, but when you're standing in water, if you hit X to attack, it just tells you that you can recover her health and thirst there. That is basically so that you don't just stand there and let all of the enemies circle around the pond and cheat, because that's totally lame. Oh god, I don't have an antidote either. I really hope this cave bat does not hit me. And it probably will because it's doing that. Luckily, ha! F you too, bud. Okay, so skeleton soldier, that's not too bad. These guys are pretty simple to kill. They have a shield, but I don't remember them ever using it against me. A dasher is pretty easy too. I still would really like one of you to drop the Drance Crest, please. Okay, we are at 10 weapon hit points. That is not good. Come on, repair powder. God, open up the freaking chest. Magic crystal. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies in this dungeon left, and 10 hit points. Luckily, that's an antidote drink, which is helpful if a cave bat mauls me, but we're gonna get by on the skin of our nose if we do. Oh, wow, my prayers have been answered. Thank you, God of... I think this world is called Tara, but don't hold me to that. Okay, he dropped Prickly, which we will learn later is fish bait. There's a fishing aspect in this game, which I honestly don't really do that much of, but... you know, all power to you if you do. I will show you guys how, but I don't think I'm going to do it that much myself. Anyway, we can upgrade, and now we actually have things to put in here to add to it. As you can see, when I added that, it added 3 points of speed, and when I added the rock breaker, it added 3 points of damages rock monsters. So because we have that, I'm going to upgrade. I'm keeping up that power up powder for later. As you can see, you can upgrade even though my ABS is at 0 because I have the power up powder. However, because I don't have any attachments on here right now, and it's not really that much of a good weapon, I'm going to save it. Basically, the dagger, like he explained, he enchanted it so it never disappears. Excuse me, so if you lose all of your other weapons that you acquired in dungeons, you return to your dagger. So it's basically your backup and you're starting right now. I prefer the base lard, which you get in here, or the gladius, which you get in here as well. The gladius is holy attribute to begin with, and the base lard I believe is fire. Holy is very good in here because there are a lot of enemies that require a nice kick in the butt with a holy weapon because they're undead, like the skeleton soldiers. There's ghosts later on in here. I haven't gotten any statue breaking attachments, rather. I keep saying attributes, but hopefully those will come later. I don't remember exactly because, as you can tell, all of the dungeon floors are randomized. Like, this is completely... if you were to go watch another Dark Cloud Let's Play, it would be so much different. So, maybe my other game didn't have any statue breaker. I'm trying to remember what if there's a statue breaker. Yeah, anti-metal. Damages metal monsters, which are the statue. I don't know if the statue dog applies to that, because it kind of looks more rocky, you know? I might look that up. I feel like I've never seen a bestiar, whatever the hell those things are called. But I'm sure somebody knows. Or maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. Who knows? Anyway, we managed to get through 2 floors. That is fantastic. And we managed to do it in under 20 minutes, which is even better. So, I'm going to stop it here. We're going to start the next episode, rebuilding part of the village. Thank you guys for watching. Can't wait to see you next episode. And as always, game on.